By the way, my name is Alan Witham, and I'm the one that's going to talk about things on this tour that we're doing. And I've been around the area for about 75 years, so I like to find somebody that knows more about it than I do, because I enjoy talking to them. But anyhow, I guess I'm the one that I'm the one that knows on this one.
I am Candy Witham, and I'm Alan's wife. And I've lived in this area about 50 years, and I don't know all the history that he does, but I know a little bit about it, so I'm along to just help out if I can.
And you're the founding director of our AmeriCorps programming at Rural Action.
That's true.
And my favorite director emeritus.
There you go.
Okay, this is the Kuhre Center for Rural Renewal. This is Rural Action's main office. It is called the Kuhre Center after our founding director, Carol Kuhre. We've been in this building probably about 10 years now. And we have AmeriCorps State and National here, as well as vistas are placed here.
This little town is called...
Hold on just a sec.
This little town is called Chauncey. And it's known for its bootleg whiskey. When the revenuers used to come from Columbus to try to catch somebody, they would call it Chauncey. And people wouldn't talk to them because they didn't know how to pronounce the name right. It's also known for salt. That's what it's originally known for. They had salt wells that they would, or salt mines, I don't remember, salt mines, I think, that they would dig the salt out when the settlers first came here. And so they had a depot in the town. People would stop when trains came through. Right here you can see the tracks. But when I was a boy, I remember the train depot up here on the left-hand side. And the old folks' home, they used to call it the poorhouse, was down here on the right-hand side. Now it has something to do with the welfare department. But just going down that road to the right, and the old folks' home is down there. And that's about all you can say for Chauncey, because it's not much of a town anymore. But at one time it was a booming place. A lot of people in here, and they had a streetcar that ran from Nelsonville, and it came down through here and went down to Athens. It was on another set of tracks. It wasn't on the regular train tracks, but it was a car that you could ride, and it stopped here in the town. If I would have thought about it, I could have shown you where it is, but I don't think you can see it in the summertime. I think you have to wait till all the weeds is going and stuff to see it. So that's all.
On the way through Chauncey, you'll pass the park on your left across the railroad tracks. Turn left on that little road and go up behind the park to find the trailhead for the Bailey's Trail System. There's more than 88 miles of trails for mountain bikers, people who are beginners, people who are also experts, and everybody in between. If you don't like biking, you can be a hiker or a runner and still hang out in that system. So check it out on a beautiful day. It's a free way to experience a lot of Appalachian Ohio.
Yep. This is a monument that they placed here in memory of the Millfield Mine number 6. And in 1930, it blew up, and it killed all the people here on the monument. But anyhow, I've known some of the relatives of the people that died here. Probably the Lefevre, I would guess, would be the school teacher that I had when I was in high school. Probably some of her relatives. There's a mess barger on there someplace. I don't know where, but I I know him. He was part of an organization that I belonged to that we talked about it a lot. Willis, another guy that I used to talk to a lot about it. Just a lot of the names there that are around us, from around this area. Bykovskis are up in Gloucester right now. Some of them are still around. But they say that the day that it blew up, the inspectors came down to inspect the mine, and one of them had a cigar in his mouth. I don't know how true that is or not, but it was in methane gas. Other people say it was just an explosion, and other people say it was because of electrical, so nobody really knows why it blew up. They just knew that when it blew up, this happened. And if you notice on there, you'll see a lot of names like Willis. They're probably the dad or the grandpa and a son. A lot of them had many members of their same family that were killed at the same time. They say the women gathered around the entrance of the mine waiting for the people to come out to see if it was their relatives or not. So it was a pretty big thing happened in this area. One of the greatest disasters in the state of Ohio in mining at that time. And maybe still, I don't know if there's been one since then that's been any worse or not. But, okay, I guess that's all on this. By the way, the mine is over that way. And in the wintertime, you can see the stack. The stack is still there. The smokestack, it's still there. But in the summer, you can't hardly see anything because of the trees and things around it. But maybe we'll get to come back in the wintertime and fill some of this in. She's going to put this on MP3s, so she can just add to it or whatever and fill it in the wintertime when you can get better pictures. So, okay, that'll be all.